Hi, everybody. Today we are going to talk about 3 important things to consider when thinking about end of life planning that nobody wants to talk about or think about, for that matter. People tend to want to think of end of life planning as in, if I die, what happens to my stuff? But people really need to start looking at end of life planning as in, what if I live? What if something happens and I need help? I'm no longer independent and I can't take care of myself, because those are the circumstances where you are really going to wish that you had done some planning. You just never know what's going to happen. Accidents happen all of the time. As someone who was a hospice nurse for a long time, I can tell you my worst days were when a tragedy struck and there's no plan. Nobody knows what the person wants, and everybody's emotions are heightened. And now they're forced to make all of these decisions on the behalf of their loved one. A lot of times in those cases, families disagree. People don't have the same opinions. And things can get really heated and really ugly in a time where people really need to come together and start to grieve. It's just impossible to start the grieving process when you're in that much drama and negativity. On top of the fact that you're dealing with losing a loved one or a loved one becoming incapacitated, there's no worse time in the world to have to make decisions. What happens if you run out of money? If you are not well off, and the likelihood of you becoming independently wealthy is slim to none before you hit 55, you need to start planning now. A lot of people wait until it's too late. If you need a plan, you have waited too long. You have shot yourself in the foot, and the options that would be available to you if you were my age, I'm 40 years old, or even younger, are no longer going to be available to you. If you wait until you start having health problems, then you can't get qualified for life insurance. If you wait until you are 65, then it becomes really hard to find policies that will add that long-term care insurance benefit. Why? Because they know you're going to need it soon. We need to start adopting the attitude of stay ready so you don't have to get ready. All of us need these things in place. From the time that we're 18, you should have a medical power of attorney. You should have an advance directive outlining the procedures that you want and the procedures that you don't want in case something happens. These are documents that as a society, we need to come to consensus and shift our collective consciousness so that we can prepare for these things before that they happen. I know no one wants to think about it, but it's just not good enough of an excuse anymore. We see all of these horror stories all of the time. Now that the internet has connected us and we're more connected than ever before, we're watching things play out in real time. Celebrities and other famous people who are not making their own end of life plans. We get to see the drama unfold, and we're still not making a move to set up the documents that we need, when it really doesn't take any more energy to formulate an end of life plan than it does gathering the documents to purchase a home or a car. You gather the documents and then you're done until something changes or a life event happens. Then you have to update it. But it's really not as complicated as people are making it. It's far more complicated to be in a situation where you wished you would have planned and now it's too late. Would the state choose the right people to make decisions for you if you didn't have a plan? So all of these decisions that need to be made for end of life are going to be made even if you don't make them. what you're going to do is force the state into a position where they have to make decisions on your behalf. So last week I talked about Stig Larsson. He was estranged from his immediate family, but his estate went to his father and his brother per Swedish law. His love and fiance, who he had been with for 32 years, got nothing. Nothing. Had to fight with the estate to keep their modest apartment. Don't you want to make your own decisions, people? Don't you want to make your own decisions? In the event that the family members are fighting, then the state is going to choose whoever makes the best case. Whoever presents the best case to the court that day will be who they select. Or if they find that the whole situation is just too bad to even mess with, these people are too upset, too crazy, too incompetent, whatever, then they'll choose a stranger. They'll appoint a guardian of your estate, someone you don't even know. Don't you want to make your own decisions? If you start planning early, the truth is you can save most of your assets. You can move them into a trust. You can consult with an estate planner or elder law attorney to figure out a plan to move your assets so that in the event something happens and you need long-term care, you need Medicaid, you're not going to get penalized or denied because you gave your son a house 3 years ago to take care of you, and now you need Medicaid. Medicaid's going to say that you gave him that house in order to move it so that you could be eligible for Medicaid, and they'll deny you. We have to start planning for end of life sooner. Way sooner than we need it. Way sooner than we needed. 18, 19, if that's the legal age to be an adult in your state, then those are the ages that we need to start planning for end of life. Just needs to be common practice. You get your driver's license. You're an organ donor now. Get your advance directive done. Check. Assign your medical power of attorney. Check. If you have any money to talk about, assign your financial power of attorney. Check. Just get it done. Just get it done. Okay, so something happens to you and your only child is going to be appointed the beneficiary. Well, what if they are a drug addict or mentally ill or really irresponsible? What if they have terrible credit? You think they're going to manage your money well? No. Estate planning is our last attempt to control the outcome, the legacy of our lives, and to protect ourselves in the event that something happens and we don't die. We're still here, but we need someone to act on our behalf. It enables us to choose those people for ourselves, to clearly outline the things that we want and don't want done to our bodies before and after we die, and our stuff before and after we die. No one wants to talk about it, but not making a plan is incredibly selfish. I said it. Be mad, okay? It is what it is. Not making a plan is very selfish. You need to just do it and get it over with. Do it for you. Do it for the people that you love. Do it for the people who would be talking to a doctor, explaining what you want in the event that you couldn't do it for yourself. Just do it. If you need some help, find an elder law attorney or an estate planner in your state. Another great place to start is in my Linktree. I put together a free My Sunset Planning checklist just for you. Linktree link is on my YouTube channel banner. Like, subscribe, not just because you want to, but because you need to. Everyone needs a kick in the pants sometimes. That's what I'm here for. It's because I love you. And I want you to start your end of life planning today. If you want even more content, go to that same link tree and get the My Sunset Times newsletter. Totally free. Now I want you to watch the first video I did on end of life planning, which will explain in depth the documents that you should start getting together today. Check it out. Until next time, peace.